The Chicago Bulls have found themselves in a mess, and they keep throwing the poop all over Zach LaVine. Another guy comes out and blasts Zach LaVine. Me, C Dub, and Big Kev, we got a lot to talk about, but of course, you already know you gotta hear the music first.
Cognac, gang.
Shy Bulls podcast with the Cognac Boys of Cognac Boy Bobby, and I am with my dog, Big Kev. What's the word, my guy?
Hey, what's the word? Cognac gang. What's the word?
You already know. C Dub will be in here shortly. He had to fix a quick issue, but he'll be right in tune. For everybody that's out there, we really appreciate the continued support. The next milestone we trying to hit on this journey is 6,700 on the road to 10K. So if you got some time, you got a quick second, subscribe to the channel and share this with your mama's mama. But enough of the fun stuff. C Dub in the building. What's up, my guy?
Swear.
But hey, it's time to get into it, y'all. Now I was ticked off a little earlier, simply because a guy by the name of Jamal Collier released an article talking a lot of things Chicago Bulls. What caught my eye is some of the things that was said by an anonymous team source. Stupid. But what was being described when it comes to the relationship between Zack LaVine and the Bulls, they pretty much said, and I'm paraphrasing here, that this is a marriage. It's one where both sides are in agreement that a separation is needed. And then the team source left a quote. Here it is. He's never won. He's done it his way the whole way and never won. If he's interested in winning, he'll do what's asked of him. And if he's motivated to not be here, one way is to come, be compliant, and be who he is. C-Dub, you heard kind of like my prelude earlier to all this that's about to be discussed. How you feeling after hearing this quote?
Man, I hope this quote is not true and dude just trying to put out some.
Hey, C-Dub, before you go in, I gotta get you to fix your mic now. It seems like it's coming through your webcam, big dog. But Big Kev, we gonna get you. While C-Dub get that together. Big Kev, how you feeling after hearing this quote, bro?
You know, it seems like it's the blame game. First of all, I hate anonymous quotes.
Me too.
Put your name on it, my guy. Say it with your chest. Like to go out and try to put all of the blame on Zack LaVine's shoulders. And everybody that watches this channel, when we do our live calls, we hold every player accountable when they own Bull. And at the end of the day, Zack LaVine is another player. Like, he makes stuff hard for himself, but is he the reason why the Bulls suck? No, that comes from the top down. that's from the top down. Zack LaVine is still a 25-point per game scorer. When he's hot, he's hot. We've seen him hit the three at a high clip. I think he holds the record for most threes made in the game by a Chicago Bull. So on and so forth. So we can't have it both ways. We can't appreciate him at his good, at his best, and then kick him when he's at his lowest. I want to see Zack LaVine bounce back. We know that it's a faulty relationship between him and the team. But at the end of the day, to put all the blame on him, when we got people named Javon Carter on this team, when we got Williams, Patrick Williams that show up one game and don't show up for 4 straight games after that. Come on now, let's be real.
C-Dub, you good now?
Yeah, I'm straight. Do I sound good?
Yep, perfect.
I bet it up. Look. Okay, Chicago Bulls. If this report is true, you guys are taking the petty crown, bro. How much are you going to say about this young man, bro? It's all, whatever needs to be said has already been said about Zack LaVine. We know about his shortcomings. We know about his positives on the basketball court. We know this already. What in the world is the reason to continuously drag this young man's name in the mud, bro? What's the reason? You want to know why I'm asking what's the reason? Because it hurts your cause on both paths. One path is you trying to find him another team. Why on earth would another team want to get this guy when you putting out reports like this? The other path is, how about if he wants to stay? Why on earth would he want to stay here? And you guys are saying these type of things and letting this shit leak into the media. Boy, y'all better hope this is not true and it's not one of you guys out here leaking what you guys think. I don't care what you guys think in your offices and in your meetings and shit. That's true. Y'all doing y'all job. But to let it leak and get to talking about this guy like this, I ain't hear him say anything about the organization. Nothing negative. I ain't heard him say nothing. Who said he was being a professional? His boss, Rich Paul, said he was being a professional. At first, I was like, how the hell is he being a professional? I don't think he being a professional. But right now, I think he be being a professional right now. I don't like bullying. I don't choose sides at all, but I don't like bullying. And I'm saying, fuck you, Chicago Bulls, if y'all let this shit loose, bro. Because that's enough, bro. Damn, he know already, bro.
Yeah, and that's how I'm looking at the whole situation. And my biggest thing is like, Zach, he deserves that blame. Just as long as DeMar DeRozan gets some of that blame, Vooch gets some of that blame, Billy Donovan gets some of that blame, weak ass Mo Cheeks gets some of that blame,
Lonzo Ball,
Jim Boylan, and every other person that's a part of Zack LaVine's tenure with the Chicago Bulls get held accountable. How the I get it, bro. I get it. At one point, a lot of people question all the money. But nothing that could be that we can't sit here and argue and bicker back and forth is that wasn't much going to happen with Tommy Satoransky, Shaq Harris, Archie Diacono, Chandler Hutchison, Denzel Valentine, Cristiano Felicio. Should I go on?
Please don't.
These were terrible teammates. Terrible. I was told that Chandler Hutchison was going to be Scottie Pippen.
That ain't last long.
Bro ass was a cluck off 63rd.
Oh, my mom.
He jump high and sticks a little bit of defense. But the point is like, bro, Bulls, the organization, Jerry Reinsdorf, instead of allowing your people within this organization to leak bullshit like this, how about you tell these guys to look in the mirror? Look in the mirror. You literally treat Chicago like we're
Delaware,
New Orleans,
nah, nigga, no Delaware,
Orlando.
They all treat Chicago
a top market in sports, and the Bulls organization operate as if we're in the middle of Missouri somewhere. It gotta be better, bro.
At the end of the day, they should not have given him the type of contract they gave him if they were gonna put all the pressure on him to be the one to save them. That's not how basketball works. You need more than one player. This ain't the 90s. There's going to have to be a lot. And look at the Boston Celtics. They're paying 2 max players right now. Buckets of money. Look at the Denver Nuggets. They got 2 max players over there with Jokic and Murray. Successful teams know how to build around their players and surround them with other players who are really, really good. And that's not to say that DeMar DeRozan wasn't really, really good. They just didn't mesh. Both of them played better when the other one was hurt. That was just the theme of how things went with the DeMar DeRozan, Zack LaVine, and Vucevic show. We're gonna see this season start with Zach on the roster, and it's sad that he's being thrown completely under the bus, dragged out from under that same bus, and then thrown under it again so many times. Like, come on, man, y'all dragging this out. Let the season start. Let this man play, and let him build another narrative about himself so he can start being attractive to other teams. Because this is silly.
I want to talk about the reputation of the Chicago Bulls. Was one held it as one of the top basketball organizations in the world. The last 10 years, 30. Bro, like you hearing ESPN talk negatively about Chicago. I'm not used to that. I've never, like, in my early 20s, 30s, they didn't really talk negatively about Chicago, even though we had some poor teams. But recently, like my man Kev said, the last 3-4 years, you hear Stephen A. talking down on the Bulls. You hear Shannon Sharp, Skip Bayless, all type of personalities in the national media. Like, that shit show in Chicago. That don't even sound right to me. Our reputation is getting drug in the mud, bro. I hope this is not true, bro. Because this is cutting off your legs before you even know how to walk, bro. How you
wanna know
cutting your
why I'm
legs
starting
off?
to believe it's true?
Why?
Remember 2 seasons ago, Goran Dragic was here, and it was a game after Minnesota. I believe it was Minnesota. The report said that Goran Dragic and Nikola Vucevic tried to step to Zack LaVine. And then in this article, it's being this is something else that was a part of this article, Big Kev, just to kind of fill you in and C-Dub as well. It was reported that Zack LaVine feels like he was being singled out during film sessions, and other guys wasn't being called to the same level or held to the same level as him. Now,
it happened
the
with
reason
him.
I'm starting to believe that this shit is like full circle is because how the fuck do you let a newcomer in Vooch and Goran Dragic with their play that season, particularly, and every season after, step to the guy that you paid all this money to?
And we saw it happen when they benched Zach, and then the very next game didn't bench DeRozan. And I think that's really what started all of this. I think that's where it was like Zach was looking at them sideways, like, "Come on,
that
fam."
Was the same exact year. Yes,
I'm the franchise player, and I get benched when I'm having one bad game. And DeRozan is out there the next game. He had like 4-5 turnovers.
He was worse.
Yeah, he was throwing the ball to the other team consistently. Wasn't hitting no shots.
Nope.
And we like, why is he not on the bench? Why is he not on the bench? He didn't. The Bulls lost that game. He did not get benched. And I honestly believe that's when Zach, and it was rumors that came out this past season that was what started Zach to not really trust Billy Donovan, not really rock with the organization until he shut it down last year. So, and honestly, I don't blame him. Because basketball, can you imagine Steve Kerr sitting Steph Curry when he's having an off night? Because Steph Curry ain't hitting every 3 that he shoot. He's not going, 12 for 20 every night. There are nights when Steph Curry go 3 for 21. Nobody say nothing about it.
Yeah.
There are nights when Steph Curry get put in a blender on the defensive end and he just gets annihilated. Nobody say about
it. And that's the whole point.
Winning cures all ills, and that's the biggest knock on Zach LaVine. Is that as an individual player, because obviously basketball is a team sport, but if you look at him as an individual player, his win percentage is just ass. He hasn't won much. He didn't win much. Yeah. He didn't win much in Minnesota. Hasn't won much in Chicago. Hasn't won 1 or 2 playoff games. Only been to the playoffs 1 time in his career. So those things are starting to feel like people want to pile on him as if he's the only one that played for any of those teams, and it's not fair.
Now let's just stop bullshitting. Zach don't feel like he being respected by the Chicago.
Oh, we already know that.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. That's how this all things started. Is he not feeling respected? I don't care if we feel like he taking it a little bit too far. He in his feelings. That's him. That's this man and the way he feel. I don't think it's that serious. I think it's bogus that they subbed him out, but he feel away. I just got that big contract. And I just had a bad game. He said as much right after the game. He said it was just one bad game. That's what he said.
The game wasn't even a blowout.
It was.
It wasn't even a blowout.
We just needed him to play in the fourth quarter. Like, you benched him in the third.
If it was a blowout, Zach would have been like, all right, cool. It's a blowout. We getting whooped by 25. I'm going to chill. Fuck it.
Yep.
But it was a close game.
Yep.
It was a close game. And that's and that's like the same way that we like, hey, Zach, you BS'd us that first half of last season. Right is right and wrong is wrong.
Oh, he bullshit.
When we got to call bullshit on the organization as well.
Yeah.
They full of it right now.
And here's another,
they fucked it up in the beginning, though. They fucked it up for the beginning, especially with that Zach and DeMar, the next game situation. That's what they fucked it up.
And even, we can really truthfully talk about, does Zach really affect winning positively? Some people say yes, some people say no. But we remember the Detroit game last year, 50 points and a loss. It's like,
what was his help? What was his help?
Exactly. It's like, hey, we be mad at him? It wasn't like he was 50 points on 50 shots, because we've seen that. He was an effective 50 points, and he just didn't get any of, that was before Patrick Williams started attacking the basket. And it was before Kobe White kind of had his blossoming.
Kev, can I interrupt you and then you can finish?
No, go ahead.
Wasn't that 50-point game from Zach like a, here, let me show you. Here, fuck you. I'm going to show you that I could just do this. Mm-hmm. It wasn't in the team comp set, he was like, man, I'm finna get buckets. I'm finna show y'all who I am type shit.
Mhm.
And I don't give a fuck about y'all. I'm just finna show you that I can still play this game. It wasn't part of a team like chemistry or a team game plan or none. He was like, fuck this. I'm going to score. Ain't nobody can stop me. Bro, yeah.
And
Go
he
ahead,
did
I'm
it,
sorry.
and he did it effectively.
Yeah.
But it was also the point that I was gonna make. It was before Kobe White took that step forward, because Kobe White didn't really start playing at a high level last season until like mid-November, and then he went through like mid-January, kind of tapered off and was kind of up and down for the rest of the season. But at that point, that was like game 1 or 2 of the season, and Zach was out there to prove a point, and he proved it. I can go get 50. But if it was in the win, it would have looked better. The optics didn't look good. It looked like Zach was being selfish.
That's what it looked like, Kev. That's what it looked like.
I want to come from another angle. And this is why I'm so pissed off at the Chicago Bulls right now, is because Brad Beal, when he was getting all his checks, the Wizards ain't letting none bad sneak out about him.
Nothing, bro.
I know it's a different market. I know it means a little bit
Same
more
city.
difference. You know what I'm saying? But Bill wasn't winning shit neither.
Nothing.
John Wall got hurt and he was out of there.
He's still
Before
getting
Chris
paid.
Paul went over there with Phoenix, Devin Booker was nothing. Yeah, he was a hell of a player.
Get buckets,
He was nothing. Let me make sure. Let me correct that. He wasn't winning, is what I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna say nothing. He wasn't winning until he got Chris Paul. So the point is that the Bulls handling this whole situation wrong. And C-Dub, you ain't said it yet, so I gotta say it for you because we spoke offline before we planned for it. The team source that leaked this and gave his insert, it's a fireable offense. Because you're supposed to be working to get him out the building, you idiot. Not trying to keep him in here when we know the front office is resigned. Those are their words, not mine. Resigned to having him on the team as the season is getting ready to start in a couple months. So fire him because he's a fucking idiot. That's all.
This is just indicative of a Jerry Reinsdorf owned team. Same thing happening right on the south side with the Chicago White Sox. They couldn't trade their best player in Luis Robert Jr. They couldn't trade their best pitcher and Garrett Crochet, and stuff leaked out about what Garrett Crochet wanted to do if he did get traded. So all of those things, it just really shows how bad of an owner Jerry Reinsdorf and Michael Reinsdorf and the Reinsdorf Collective, how bad of owners they are. They just don't run these teams with passion. They run them like they just want to make money. And guess what? The Bulls still finish in the top 5 in attendance, top 5 in sales of jerseys, and so on and so forth. So all they care about is the bottom line, and it's very obvious. I'm begging Mark Cuban to come over here and buy the White Sox, please.
Look here, Kev. Jerry Reinsdorf is a businessman, bro.
Of course.
I don't think he gives a fuck about the Bulls or the White Sox. It's no fault of his own. He just about that bag, bro.
He don't care.
So he telling his people, AK, and y'all handle all that basketball shit. Don't go over the apron, luxury tax. Y'all do whatever y'all gotta do, and let me just get these checks on the White Sox and the Bulls. I don't say he's a bad owner. I just think he's a businessman. That's what I say. Everybody can't be Mark Cuban and just love basketball.
And the only reason I'm gonna kind of agree with that is because AK, whether he was lying or not, he put his name behind the statement. I can spend over the luxury tax for a championship team. He said that. So if Jerry didn't tell you that, but you blurted that out to the media, you're an idiot too, like the anonymous source.
Yep.
Shout out to Lisa Hernandez with that $4.99 super sticker. Shout out, we see you guys out.
Hey, bro, speaking of $4.99, before we move on, I went to McDonald's this morning, G, and I was like, let me grab me a quick sausage, egg McMuffin. I don't even want no hash browns. I don't want no coffee. I just want the sandwich. I ordered it. She's like, just the sandwich? I was like, yeah. This chick ring me up for $5.27 for a sausage, egg McMuffin, bro.
Yeah.
I was like, no, thank you, and drove out that line and took my ass to work hungry as hell, bro.
Bro, when was the last time you had McDonald's, bro? That's been the lid in a couple years, gang.
No, bro, a little bitty ass sausage McMuffin, $5, Jones. You got
Hey, gang, we got breaking news. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. We gonna run through a couple of these comments and we gonna get up out of here.
We got breaking news?
DJ Moore just got paid.
Hey,
Oh shit!
let's go.
But
We coming, drip.
I hope y'all feel you know what I'm saying? Like, and I just want to be clear from my side of it. Like, I'm not saying Zack LaVine doesn't deserve any blame, but these articles that's coming out to kind of paint this picture, as some people in the chat has already said, you know what I'm saying? It's unfair because I look around to some of the other players in the league that's considered in the same bracket as Zack LaVine, and they ain't get half the treatment. And the organization that wants to trade him just did the dumbest shit that they can do. That's how I'm looking at it all, and that's my only thing from it. And they just a bunch of idiots, bro.
True.
If it's true, you guys are fucking stupid, bro. I ain't even gonna lie.
It's hurting you. It's hurting your cause. And why Zack LaVine go somewhere and get buckets, bro? And
He gonna
Kev,
he gets buckets, Kev.
I'm talking about
that's what he
gonna
does.
be winning buckets though.
Meaningful buckets.
Yeah. Put them in the right situation.
Yep.
For real. We're gonna get in a couple comments, and then we got more work to do over on Chicago Bear Central. On me. You say, Bobby in the panel, do y'all think it's getting painted in the same light Devin Booker was early on just a legitimate bucket getter, but was on a trash organization in Phoenix before they got it right?
I see the similarity. Yeah, especially in the game and in the situation. But look what happens when he get better players on his team.
Mm-hmm.
Oof.
He's now playing in the Olympics right now. Just to tell y'all.
Chicago front office always using guys as a scapegoat.
Yep.
Jimmy Butler was one of them.
Zach got a gold medal.
Jimmy was wilding. Jimmy was in this bitch wilding.
Man, you want to win, you want to go home, C-Dub.
You heard me, Doug?
C-Dub, you want to win, you want to go home.
Nah, Jimmy was wilding, bro. What you say, Kel?
Zach got a gold medal.
He do got a gold medal, too.
Yeah, he do.
Look at nephew said, so what? Did you say so what, nephew?
No, I ain't say so what.
I thought you did the show.
No. I was just talking about some this is just shit. But go ahead, y'all. Get y'all final thoughts. We gotta rule out.
Oh yeah. The Bears think they slick. They ain't let Caleb play, so they say, here y'all go. We just gonna sign DJ. Y'all ain't sick. But thank y'all. We trying to get to 6,700. We'd appreciate the love. Hit that subscribe button. Make sure y'all hit the like button too.
Peace out, Lord Jimenez.
Appreciate y'all. Tune in. We're going over to Chicago Bear Central. We're finna turn up over there. Thank y'all so much for tuning into this one. Call in, leave your take on anything we talked about today. 773-242-9219. And again, subscribe before you go. It's just a quick second. Thank y'all so much. Y'all know we're gonna catch y'all on the next one.
Hey, chat. Good to see y'all, baby.
Yeah.
Big Cal.